Once upon a time, there was a very wealthy nobleman. Everyone called him Bluebeard because his beard was very blue. Bluebeard had been married to many wives, but all of his wives mysteriously disappeared. No one knew where they had gone. One day, Bluebeard went to a small village. There he saw a young and beautiful girl and proposed to her. The girl was attracted by his wealth and status, and also thought he looked very charming, so she accepted his proposal. Bluebeard took the bride back to his magnificent castle. There were many gorgeous rooms in the castle, as well as countless gold and silver treasures. Bluebeard gave the bride a bunch of keys and told her, "These are the keys to all the rooms in the castle. You can open any room as you like, but there is a small room that you must never open, or you will be in great trouble." The bride thought it was very strange, but she still promised Bluebeard. After Bluebeard left the castle for a long journey, the bride began to explore around the castle. She opened one gorgeous room after another, and the treasures inside amazed her. However, she had always been thinking about that small room that she couldn't open. Finally, driven by her curiosity, the bride couldn't resist any longer. She took the small key and opened that room. A gloomy atmosphere filled the room. She saw blood all over the floor and the bodies of her husband's previous wives hanging on the wall. The bride was extremely frightened, and the key in her hand accidentally dropped to the floor and got stained with blood. When Bluebeard suddenly returned, he found blood on the key of the small room and knew that the bride had disobeyed his order. He was very angry and decided to treat the bride as he had treated his previous wives. The bride knew that she was in great danger, but she didn't give up. She summoned up her courage and said to Bluebeard, "You are a cruel person, and what you have done is immoral. Although I have disobeyed your order, I'm not afraid of you." Just as Bluebeard raised his hand to harm the bride's brothers arrived in time. They subdued Bluebeard and saved the bride. This story tells children that sometimes we will face some terrible things, but we must have the courage to face the truth and not be dominated by fear.